Hey everybody, this is Alfonso Martinez from Phoenix PVA, captain, and you're listening to Villa's podcast.
Hey, hola amigos de Pancho Villa's Army, El Zargento, back with another episode of Villa's podcast. Today is our season 2 finale, so we have two special guests, two co-hosts that are going to recap who we talked to this last season, some of the memorable interviews and conversations we had, and then of course we have a special treat for you. We're going to talk about the World Cup tickets and packages that are out that are exclusive right now. For us, for Villa's Army, and we have Serg, and then we're going to talk about Alfonso's experience with the World Cup as well. So with that, I want to welcome my guest. So Rich is not even here.
Rich isn't here.
You missed him.
Rich is MIA, by the way. So forget Rich for now. Let's interview my guest, Serg and Alfonso. What's up, guys?
What's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a while, man. It's been a while for Fonzo, right? You haven't seen him in a while.
I haven't seen either of you. I mean, there's not a big excuse when one of you lives in the same state as me.
Yeah, but we're like 2 hours away.
It's definitely an hour and 5 minutes. The time to last
an hour
time.
And 5 minutes.
No, I think we just need to plan another trip to Guadalajara, man. That's what we need to do.
Oh yeah, we need to go watch Chivas beat America.
Oh, that's adorable. You think that?
No, I think it's tied. They tied last time we were there.
They did, right? It was 1-1?
Yeah, 1-1.
They tied when actually Serg went, but this last one when he didn't go, America won. So I think he's a bad omen for America. He should never go to any game.
I'll never go again if that's all it takes.
No, we want you to go now.
No, we want you to go. I'll buy your ticket next time.
You have a young 19-year-old striker guy that's supposed to be starting today, right?
I don't know. I don't keep up with America, so I don't know.
No, Chivas.
Oh.
Chivas. I don't know. I was trying to pull up the game while this was going on, but my internet's on my phone's not working well.
Yeah.
Well, I just got a text. Here's an update. We got a text from Rich that he fell asleep. So he's probably getting up right now, brushing his teeth and putting on a hat. So he'll probably be joining us in a little bit.
I mean,
it's old age.
Yeah, when you're 60, bro, that happens, man.
You fall asleep on the couch.
Yeah, don't be teasing him, dude. He's he's getting up there. We can't, we're gonna get there in 20, 30 years. We'll be there. Don't worry. Right? So, dude, it's cool that, it's been a while since we've seen each other. I think the last time we actually did spend time together was in Guadalajara, right? The three of us, at least?
I think so. Yeah, that was almost 2 years ago now?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, man. That's insane. Well, again, maybe the best thing is I guess the next best thing is that we're here virtually, right, for now. But we look forward to maybe getting together for the World Cup in a couple of years. So definitely excited about that coming soon. Knock on wood, everything works out and everything, we get the chance to be there together. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and even before the World Cup in 2022, next year might be an amazing year. If things kind of go back a little bit to normal, Mexico has, the kickoff qualifiers in July. In March, they have the Nations Cup semifinal and potentially a final against the U.S. They don't know where exactly yet, but it's going to happen in March. And you go right into a Gold Cup in the summer. Right.
Yeah.
So it's going to be plus all the Zoom games. There should be about 5 to 7 Zoom games next year. So it's going to be a busy year, 2021. Even before we get to the World Cup. So it should be pretty cool.
Yeah, there's at least 20 senior games, isn't there? Like the senior team. There's at least 20.
So is that typical though? Is this going to be basically a lot of the reason why there's a lot of making up to do because of the lack of the games?
It happens. It always happens the year before a World Cup. It really does. The year before the World Cup, there is always an abundance of Mexico games, whether they're friendlies, Confederations Cup, Gold Cup. I mean, there's no more Confederations Cup, but in the years previous, we had an abundance of games the year before the World Cup, and it's something that is typical. The other thing that's not typical is the fact that there will be the Olympics. So we'll have the Olympics also going on during this time. I mean, it's not a senior team, but it's still a very followed tournament. You know,
Yeah.
Mexico's won the gold medal, and it's something that I think was one of our biggest accomplishments as a Mexican soccer team.
That besides the Confederation Cup, right, was probably the biggest ones. What were we gonna say, Serge?
Yeah, and the thing about the qualifiers is that there's going to be 3 overage players playing in that team, so those guys will be pulled out of the senior squad, so it will affect the senior squad to some degree. But besides the qualifiers that were pushed from this year to next year, and the Nations Cup semifinal and final that were pushed from this year to next year, Fonto's right. Like, it's pretty stacked usually the year prior to the World Cup.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We're definitely excited because we haven't had it. It's going to be how long has it been now since without a game? It's been definitely at least 4 months, maybe.
February, I think, was the last one, right? Because the March ones got canceled.
Was it February? Wasn't it? Did we even have one in February?
There's usually one in January, February, so I don't.
Yeah, but I thought the one in February got pushed to March, and that's the one that got canceled. I thought the first game was the one in March in Dallas that got canceled.
You're right. Yeah, we haven't had a game all year, man.
Since I think November of last year.
Oh my God!
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
So it's nothing in 2020, man. So it's definitely overdue, man.
They scheduled some potentially already. It's a rumor that we're going to play Costa Rica with Liga MX players on the 29th of September, and the one that was confirmed, but you never know right now with COVID, is against Holland. I think October 7th.
Yeah, yes. I heard about that one.
That's the one I was gonna.
Is that one again? Yeah. I mean, do we have any updates of their actually? I mean, where we're at, no fans, right? Or is it possibly? Is it a small chance that there might be? Do we know anything?
No fans for the Mexico game against Costa Rica if it happens, because it's going to be at Azteca, so it's going to be no fans. But they're saying that in Holland they are going to allow fans.
Is Holland? Imagine they're kind of Corona.
They're not Corona free, but they have it. Yeah, it's more under control than.
Well, I wonder why because their league is not on right now, so I haven't seen the Dutch league playing there, so I don't know.
You're right. I don't know.
Yeah, but again, they probably take better precaution and said, we're just going to cancel it. I think that's what they did. Unlike other leagues, they kind of made like a accelerated or a quick exit.
Yeah, a little tournament.
But hey, dude, that's another one. That'd be, dude. I mean, Fonzo's been there, right? Amsterdam.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I can't remember.
I've been to Netherlands twice, and once to Amsterdam because you go to Netherlands, you have to go check out.
Okay, fine. This is not being.
Van Gogh. You have to go look at the Van Gogh Museum.
Sure. Yeah, you got to look at the. He joined us. Oh, hey.
Todavía tienes lagañas.
I know. Hey, what's up, guys? I fell asleep. I missed my appointment.
Oh, dude. This is like what about your like annual physical for the seniors? If you don't miss those, do you?
Dude, heck no, dude. That's why I was resting because I just had mine.
Man, was it the one where they
and how were they hurt? Oh, do they hurt? What's up?
We're talking about upcoming matches and some of the rumors about the games coming up. So like the one in Netherlands, Costa Rica, or you said the one that's Liga MX players possibly with Costa Rica.
Right.
So Costa Rica?
But what's up?
Is it in Costa Rica or is it in Azteca?
Azteca, right?
Oh.
Yeah. So here's some stuff to come up, things that we're looking forward to, and we can't wait, to kind of start seeing some of these games happen. And more importantly, we can actually go to the games. I think here's a topic I want to talk about before we talk about season 2. So what are you guys' thoughts about some of these games without fans? I mean, they've been trying creative stuff, adding sounds, adding, the sounds of fans there, the whole through the NA with all the fans digital and all this stuff. Do you find any of those are working? How are you guys as fans watching it on TV? How is it for you? What's the experience like for you guys?
Anybody? No, personally, I like that through the end, like the digital, like Zoom view. I think that's pretty neat. I mean, there's no, you have other leagues doing paper cutouts, which I mean, it's an effort, but it's lame. Like you have the Dodgers with their dumb cutouts, but the actual virtual Zoom thing, I think is actually really neat. And you talk to some other people that aren't Liga MX fans, you tell them about it, and they're pretty excited about it. They're like, wow, why can't we do something like that here? It's neat. It's interesting.
I think the idea is kind of lame, to be honest with you. Because you watch, you log in to watch the game, right? I log in to watch the game. I don't want to watch a guy in the background doing this the entire time. Like really, like that's not it, But I applaud the effort. The effort's fine. As far as like the cutouts, well, I mean, if you go to a baseball game, most of the baseball games a lot of times are empty. I mean, those are huge stadiums, and baseball games don't really get
sold out, right?
Baseball games don't really get a crowd or full until after the playoffs or during the playoffs, right? But you hear them pipe in the noise on TV. It doesn't really. I mean, when you hear the piped in noise on TV, it makes it sound real. Because I mean, I've watched some games where they piped in noise. It sounds real. The crowd. That's pretty cool, right? Because it still kind of gives it that feel for it. But again, for soccer games, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm not down with the whole. But
it's neat.
lame.
It's neat.
I think it's lame.
I mean, it's not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it because of that. But I mean, it's an effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, and then for those that do get on TV and are able to log on or whatever, I guess it is exciting for them, to be on there and because you want to see yourself. I guess it's cool. You know what I mean? But whatever, man. Just play the damn games.
Yeah, I'm excited to play the games.
I agree with Rich, man. I agree with Rich big time because, like, I think I find it annoying and distracting when I see the people on the Zoom panels, right? So it just like it's distracting, and then when the ball gets kicked in the air, you lose it in those screens because they're green screens.
Yeah,
you're like, where did the ball go, right?
Yeah.
But the other thing is, I'm one of those guys that plays FIFA with the volume up, right? Because I like the announcers and the noise that comes me up. So when they pipe in noise into these games, like I prefer it over hearing the players yell at each other. Like the players don't yell much; they just kind of like here, or that's it. Like they don't really yell much else. So in noise. Let me enjoy it that way, and I'm good.
Yeah, I like the fake crowd noise. I think that for me, anyways, when I'm watching it or what have you, or say someone talks to me or I get distracted, when there's action happening, you like seeing the volume go up. Like there's about a big play about to happen, you can then turn and pay attention. The whole fans on that whole Zoom thing also, I find it annoying. I find it pretty, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it.
Whatever, but making an effort, man. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to criticize. And just.
You one of those guys.
But you know what? This is what I don't like. I don't like the announcers for certain leagues that have no passion when they're announcing, dude. They're just like they're gonna pass the ball. I'm like, dude, have some passion, dude. Like, be excited. Like, just contract all freaking Latino broadcasters for every language, right? And we'll make it fun.
Andres Cantor for every single game, dude. That dude always be in business.
Dude, just hire them.
Yeah.
But all right, well, let's go into thanking all of our guests from season 2. So let's go ahead and pull this up real quick. All right, so we had quite a few guests. Look at that, man. Season 2, man. Episode 20 to 35. One episode there was with us. Was it Rich and Ivan and myself just kind of riffing? But these are the folks we invited, dude. So quite a big list of folks in PVA, dude. This is what I love about this podcast.
And celebrities, PVA celebrities. That's
celebrities that have joined us. So and all the way from Amelia from Food Mix Nation, all the way to Pepe Nino and Alma, right? Have joined us. So all of them had great stories to tell. Which of these stories or which ones stand out to you of some of the most memorable interviews that we had, Rich?
Well, to me, man, you know what? They're all really, really super fun, and to kind of put one above the other, I don't know if I could really, really do that. Really had a lot of fun with, even though we didn't do a video one with the Super Twins, Lucio and Javi. That was really, really cool. I got a lot of feedback from that one. Obviously, with Chico, Rosa was really positive. The May and Alicia, dude, like all of them had something special about them, and they were all super cool. So I enjoyed them all. But I think if I had to put one on there, the one feedback that I've gotten from a lot of people is the Wonder Twins, Rocio and Javi from LA.
Season 1, they're still being talked about since season 1. Look at those two, man. So we got to get them back on again and see what adventures they've been on.
I don't know if I want to see what they got going on. I
want to see them on camera this time, though. We had them just without camera, so we got to get them on video. Serg, what about you, man? Which one stands out to you?
Dude, I mean, for me, first and foremost, man, it is unbelievable, like that you're on season 2. Like you started this whole thing, a while back, and the way you've grown this is amazing. So first of all, congratulations. Like that's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. And like I speak for all your guests that have been on. Thank you for like sharing their passion. Like this is them getting to tell their story, right? Like this is cool. So thank you from all of them and from me as well. I would tell you, like, all of them were great. All of them were good. All of them are unique. But for me, and not just because I was on it, because I was on it. But for me, listening to Guillermo talk about women's soccer and then seeing him put Katie Robles to Real Madrid's first women's national team as the first Mexican female player ever to play for Real Madrid, like femenil, that was awesome. Like that was pretty cool. Like his whole vision pretty much like transcended into Kenty Robles being on that team. So to me that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, that was a great interview, man. Getting to know, his journey and him taking a vision, about helping these athletes. Like he was a student athlete himself. How he went through using his experience to then helping others out there. And now look where he's grown. That's a pretty awesome story, dude. And now he's like signing one of the biggest women's soccer names out there, right? Like every single day you're seeing like notification of like the new signings. So that was a great interview. I agree with you on that one, man.
Yeah, he's one of our own, man. He's been helping PVA since the start, pretty much. Like he hooks us up with that access that we have to go visit players after the games and stuff like that. I mean, he's been one of us from the beginning. He's carried our colors since the beginning, so he really is one of ours.
Supporter.
So he's a supporter,
I was just gonna touch on that. I mean, he's been in our corner from the very, very beginning. And I remember we kind of all grown, from when I first met him and to see him now, just like Wiso and everybody else, and Footmeg Nation, Tom Marshall, like just to see everybody grow we all kind of started at the beginning, right? We all kind of are doing different things for la selección, but to see him grow, to me, that's super cool, man. That's super cool.
Talking about growth, man. Every one of these guests that we've had on this second season, they've all jumped in at some point during the PVA, kind of trajectory or whatever. But like May, Alicia, Germán, Amelia, some of these guys and girls have been here since the beginning. Manny and Hector moving from regular Soldado to actually taking over the Dallas Battalion. All these guys and girls, we've known them for a long, long time. And so seeing everybody grow, individually has also been pretty cool. And hearing that story now and knowing their backstory just makes it even that much cooler that we get to listen to it during the podcast.
Makes it more.
Yeah. What about Alfonso? Which one about you, Alfonso?
No, I liked all of them that I watched. They all, like you said, they all have their unique stories. They all have their unique stories on how they're all unique in their own way, but they all have their own their connection. It all comes back to connecting with family. All their stories are about family and the Mexicos being together and reaching out to other individuals that love the sport and love the team. So I think that's what I liked about all the different podcasts. That everybody has that connection. Everybody wants to be together and support the teams with the passion. And then we had we even have a guy from London who lives in Australia that also has that same passion for the Mexican national team like we do. That's one of the ones that is like crazy, out there, and it's very, very unique.
Yep. But yeah, we had two guests, right? We had Dan Chapman, who is not born in Mexico. I don't think he has any Mexican blood in him, right? And then we had also a Peruvian, right, who also is a member. And I think even I think it was Abel who said like his wife or something is from, like, it's also different. Like it's different, other countries that just still find a way to find that connection with Mexico and the family thing, like you said, Fonzo, right?
Yeah.
Dan was fun, dude. I don't know, man. That was pretty cool. We went international for that one. That one I think had the most views so far on our YouTube. He's definitely the popular one right now.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
He's definitely the best looking from everybody, bro. He's
El
got
Carita.
women beating down on his door, bro.
Hey, Dan, we just yeah, you're welcome for that. I mean, if if you do find your true love, make sure to invite us to the wedding.
Yeah,
I gotta throw something out there though. I mean,
Uh-oh.
the fact that he's also a Chivas fan, I think that makes it my
Can we-
favorite.
Oh my God! There we go.
I had to throw it out there.
That's like the icing on the top. I agree with that, man.
Exactly. You know, it's like
I think with all of our guests, I mean, I don't know, Rich, tell me this is true or not. I think about 80% of our fans, for the most part, have been Chivas fans, and we don't even plan it.
yeah. You don't even plan it. Just like I guess a lot. Yeah, dude. Like a lot of them. I would probably say what 70-30.
Yeah, maybe like 5% are America fans, which usually consist of Serg. And I don't count Ivan because Ivan did it for love, and
it's just all the wrong reasons.
For love. For love.
So really quick, I also want to kind of recap. So it's funny, me and Alfonso have that Germán connection. We met him back in Pasadena, so it's really cool to see him from just bumping into him after a Mexico game, right, downtown Pasadena, and hanging out with them. And now he's the captain of Denver, and we finally made him an actual 100% Mexico fan, right, Alfonso? Because it was a couple of pictures we had him circulating with some U.S.
I didn't want to bring that up, but yeah. The Germán thing is it's one of those unique stories, that you hear about, everybody talks about, where you see people and you want to connect. And Germán, we ran into him in 2013 at the Pasadena opener of the Gold Cup. We were just walking around, just trying to figure out what to do, and Germán was at a bar, fully decked out in Mexico gear, like Mexico jersey and stuff like that. And
he's a pretty big dude, so he stands out in the crowd, right?
And he was like, "Hey guys, how's it going? Let's hang out." And we're like,
let's hang out.
Let's hang out.
We're the only brown people here. Let's do this.
Dude, that's awesome. But again, to Germán's defense about the whole, because we have seen him, or you guys have seen him in some U.S. gear. That was also for love. That was all he did, also for love. Because I think his girlfriend at the time was all U.S. fans, so he was obviously trying to support.
Yeah.
So that's what we all say. Yeah.
Hey, I've worn Puerto Rican T-shirts, man. I get it. I get it.
All right. Well, let's talk about one more, and then we'll move on and talk about one of our members who did something crazy here. So another one that stands out for me is Rey Purepecha. And it's funny.
Yeah.
I nailed the name. When I talked to him, I was so nervous. I was like, I don't even know how to say this name. Purepecha. I thought that was pretty cool, man. I mean, I think just going through that whole with the fan base, and knowing what's been going on, and just thinking about, the Chivas it's never going to happen, by the way. But just thinking about our team, being taken away from us and going somewhere else. America, same thing, right? Like, how would that feel, dude? And getting to hear his story and what's going on, he was positive the whole time because he knew there was stuff in the works. Like, the team was going to come back. They had something going on. But it was cool to see that perspective, right?
Yeah, I totally thought that he was going to be, down, depressed, upset, because he's a huge fan. He's a true fan. So I for sure thought he was going to be, I was expecting, a little bit of negativity and whatnot, but it was completely opposite, man. He was just completely positive. His outlook on life was just amazing, dude. And that's just to me, I think that's fucking great, man. That's just.
Yeah.
And no, he was one of my favorites, because he showed that passion, not just for the Mexico team, but for his individual league. And there, you see that a lot. In other countries, I think in the podcast, Rich taught and Z, you both talked about how in the United States there's a lot of bandwagon fans, but outside, outside of the U.S., out of the major sports, you see like these second division soccer fans, and they're very, very passionate, even though they're second division or third division, whatever. They really carry that heart for the team. Yeah. And the way he expressed it, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, it was good to hear his perspective, and all good for Morelia. They're able to continue with their team, even though I don't even know. Can you guys confirm with me what division are they? Because I know they're not.
They're playing in the Liga Balompié, which is a new un-FIFA affiliated league. So they're not really like a Division 1 or 2 or 3 because they're not in the FIFA system. they're just their own independent league. So
Yeah.
but they're gonna keep playing. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, all the best to them. We look forward to seeing, how that league turns out, and I'm pretty sure the fans are going to show up for each of those teams, right?
Yeah. Hopefully.
All right. Well, speaking of hardcore fans, you can't speak, and I know we just took out the image, but we can't talk about hardcore fans and not talk about Chico. Chico was one that we actually was our first one on video that we did for YouTube. But what about Chico's tattoo? Did you guys see him get that tattoo for his new club, man? That he's representing out there in North Carolina.
Dude,
so there he is, right there. This is not him getting a physical. He's actually getting a tattoo. Because I don't think he'd be that happy if he was.
You could see him smiling.
But he got a tattoo, dude. Charlotte Football Club FC came. They unveiled their logo, their team, and everything. And dude, he jumped right on it, dude. He didn't even wait. He didn't even hesitate, and he got them branded already.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he was at the tattoo parlor waiting for the reveal so he could do the tattoo. Like that's literally what he was doing. That's crazy.
Oh wow.
I didn't know that.
The ink didn't even dry on the paperwork. Tattoo. No pun intended. Okay.
Wow. But that would suck though if they backtrack and said, "Hey, actually, we're changing our logo. We're going something else." You know what I mean?
But you know what? I'll give it to Charlotte, dude. I'll give it to Charlotte. They reached out to us way before they or right after they announced that they got the franchise, but way before they really started doing anything. And they're like, "We want to know who do you have in the Carolinas? We want to work with them. We want them, in our club. We want their culture, represented in our fandom." And I said, "Look, here's a guy named Chico. He's a great dude." And dude, they just welcomed him in. And I think that tattoo is a demonstration of how well they reached out to him, and brought him in and brought his passion culture into what they're trying to build over there in Charlotte. So that's a reflection of, man. Like they really welcomed him.
You know what I noticed, dude? A lot of the members with a lot of the teams, right? The local MLS teams and even like the EPL. Was it what's the division for the second division for the US? USL. Yeah, I was saying EPL. That's not the right one. ESL. Sounds like something I said when I was in high school. ESL, wasn't it?
Yeah.
USL, buddy. USL.
Yes. Oh, okay. That explains. I didn't do so good in those classes.
You're bringing back flashbacks, man.
So even those leagues, right? A lot of the members are very involved, dude. I noticed, right? Every time we talk to them, they're either with Houston, right, with the Dynamo, and then whether the LAFC, as we know, is big.
FC Dallas, big one.
Yeah, and even Ruby, right, with Miami. How she's really close. I didn't realize how close she was to the stadium. So it's cool to see that connection. How a lot of the members are being connected, and they're reaching out to us too. I think that's a good testament of what's going on.
One of the biggest complaints I get from my buddies that are like American Outlaw fans is that American Outlaws aren't supportive of local soccer, right? They're just not supportive at all. So I was like, why, dude? Like why not? Tell everyone to support their local club. Go out and support USL. Go out and support MLS. Keep your Mexican national team or your Liga MX team as well. Like just go and enjoy soccer. Be part of the community. But yeah, wow. It's really cool how at least Charlotte was really, really quick to bring in, Chico and like the Hispanic population into supporters club.
Yeah, I think that they obviously hats off to them because they wanted to start a new franchise and they took a page right out of LAFC. They just started, and I know obviously they probably have other things in the works, but LAFC, we know it was Chivas USA before. 2 years to rebrand, and for the 2 years they beat the streets, and they were just at it for 2 years nonstop. So I anticipate the exact same thing because a short amount of time, Charlotte was able to put this together. I love the colors. I love the logos. I've been reading a lot of the negative comments and stuff. I love it, dude. I like it. I don't know about the name. I probably would have gone with the Monarchs or something, but dude, the colors, I liked it. So I guess the question would be, my next question would be, would you get a tattoo of your favorite club?
My wife would kill me, man.
Sir, would you get one, sir?
I'm in the Pegan, dude. I'm in the Pegan.
Hey, wife aside, let's say in a perfect world, your wife, woke up and said, "Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead. I think it's sexy. Go ahead and get it on you." Would you get it?
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Paz.
I would get the Mexican national team tattoo, but I would not get a America tattoo.
Really?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Why not? Why only Mexico national and not Chivas? America.
I feel like America would be more dividing. And I feel like even though I'm a passionate fan and I love my America team, like I feel like the Mexican national team represents me more, and it's more uniting, right? Because if we're walking around here with the Mexican national team tat, and everybody's gonna say hello to you, right, or what's up or whatever. If you walk around with an America, only the really good-looking people are gonna say hi to me. So I want to be everybody, dude.
Alfonso,
Yeah.
what would you?
Oh man,
I
I don't have any. I don't have any tattoos, so
I think.
Yeah,
Hold on. I think all of us except Rich have blank canvases, right? Rich, you've been dabbled in the ink, right?
I've been screwed, blued, and tattooed.
Don't you have a butterfly tattoo?
Yes, it's on the
in the lower back. I've seen it.
I'm thinking about changing it to a bullseye, but Alfonso.
Fonzo, you've seen it, huh? Okay.
No, you know what? Personally, if for some reason I had tattoos, I would get a Chivas tattoo. The logo, the brand. I love that escudo. It's fucking beautiful. I think it's one of the best looking logos out there. I'm gonna be honest. That's how I feel.
It wouldn't take you so long because it only has like 10 stars, right?
Oh,
dang. Yeah, I went there. What's up, Rich?
Damn.
All right. Well, thanks for
stars, though.
Yeah. All right. So, Rich, you have some already. What'd you get? Do you have one actually right now that we don't know?
Actually, I don't, and I've thought about it, and we were actually trying to do the game for, I think it was a game of Pasadena versus the U.S. or for Confederations Cup. We were trying to get Kat Von D to see if she could do a tattoo of the PVA logo on me during that particular time, either the day before. I don't remember exactly what we were searching. I was trying to work on or whatever, but it just never came. And we were going to do it live and do that whole thing. But I was actually going to do the PVA logo. But it's kind of like we were trying to time it. It just didn't work out. So
you know. Do you remember one of our members? What's his name? Like he was here in Phoenix. He moved to Chicago or Miami.
Lorenzo.
Yeah, he has the PVA Phoenix logo tattooed in the back of his leg as well.
That's right.
The one with the most recent one, only
the skull and the mariachi.
Skull? Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, that would have been Kat Von D, man. I mean, that would have been epic right there for sure.
Yeah.
Was this the logo, the second logo? Which logo was it? Because PVA has done a couple iterations.
Mm-hmm.
The original one, right?
The original one.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. But I think, you know what, and it's funny, I don't know, I've thought about it. I've thought about getting different tattoos, but I don't know, man. Because what if they up and leave like Morelia, bro?
No, they're not going to, dude. Don't be talking like that, Rich.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What would you do, Z?
Yeah, dude, I'm also a blank canvas, but I've always pondered a tattoo, and I've always thought, I'm always thought it's gonna either be a Star Wars related tattoo or a soccer related tattoo. So perfect, right up my alley. So maybe I'll do combine them both. Maybe have Luke Skywalker.
R2D2 can play.
He plays for America.
Z would have like a Jar Jar Binks tattoo.
Wow, dude, we're wearing an America jersey. Yes, that would be that.
Bicycle kicks.
No, I would definitely do a Chivas. Chivas again. That escudo's freaking awesome, man. That one, even the selección as well, dude. I'll have either one of those. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I've always for me, I think my biggest fear is I want to make sure I get it done. It costs a lot of money to get done from somebody really, really good.
Well, you can go to Carolina, to Charlotte, and get it done over there because that guy did an awesome job.
He did a pretty good job, man.
He did a very good job, man.
But Chico, one thing about Chico, it looks like he's got fit calves, right? But when he gets older, it's just gonna.
It's gonna be aguado.
Aguado.
Hey, Chico, if you're in this podcast, El Rich said you have some really fit calves. So
really?
He's checking out your calves.
He looks like
What's your
He says it reminds you of a turkey leg from the fair. Is what the Cavaliers have. Oh man! All right, let's move on to our next topic, guys. So I know we have big news that came out this week, actually a few days ago, right, about the World Cup 2022 Qatar ticket package deal that we have going, or the exclusive, packages that we have. So let's talk a little bit about that, man. So, Serg, Rich, if you guys want to give us some more take about that, what's going on with it? What's the current state of it? How many do we have left? Just kind of give us that whole breakdown.
Dude, yeah. So I guess we put this out Friday at midnight, and right now I think last I checked was there's 10 left out of 100. And I guess to explain a little bit better, like what the 100 are, FIFA has several ways to get tickets to any game, right? There's the lottery, which I think most of us know what the lottery is. You register your name, and then like at some point closer to the World Cup, they do this random lottery online, and it tells you have the opportunity to buy a ticket for X game. There's no guarantee it's going to be Mexico. There's no guarantee. I mean, you can get whatever game, right? You just don't know. And then you have the opportunity off that lottery to buy that ticket. The other way is obviously heading up to the World Cup and buying them through scalpers and buying them off the street or whatever you can find, or trying to trade or whatnot. And then the last way to buy tickets is what's called the FIFA hospitality package. And what basically FIFA does is it'll guarantee you what they call follow my team. And you get to go to your team's games. So obviously for us it'd be Mexico, and they guarantee you a category 1 seat, which is typically in the lower bowl. So what you would consider like a very good seat. And then they put some other stuff on top of it, like food and drinks and private entrances and early entry and late exits, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the key is these hospitality follow Mexico tickets guarantee you that you will be at all 3 Mexico group matches, right? So there's no lottery, there's no randomness. I mean, why fly all the way to Qatar and not know if you're really going to get into the game to watch Mexico play? These tickets guarantee that 100%. You'll be there. You'll watch Mexico play all 3 group games. And we were very fortunate that we did this last World Cup through the official FIFA agent here in the U.S., and they called us up and told us that they put aside 100 packages for us. Wow. So we have 100 guaranteed follow Mexico ticket packages to go to the World Cup in Qatar.
That is awesome, man. So yeah, it sounds like it's like a no brainer, right? Like there's the lack of gambling risk, having to deal with scalpers or not knowing, or all these different things that come along with it. So it looks like it's pretty good. And the fact that there's only probably 10 left, I mean, definitely, whoever's still thinking about it, I would jump on it as soon as possible.
Yeah, and I'll update the account as soon as possible and tell people how many are left. But it comes with what's called fan ID, and Alfonso can talk more about this. But that fan ID is like key, bro. Like that means that you've been reviewed by FIFA. You have access to entry. Like it just makes things so much simpler. And I will be honest, man, they're more expensive than a regular ticket, right? I think the pricing somewhere between $2,600 to $3,600 is going to be the average estimate of what 3 tickets would cost you to go to to each game. But they're guaranteed, and I just can't imagine myself spending $2,000, $3,000 in flights and then whatever in hotel just to try to get into a Mexico game.
Yeah.
The cool thing about that is obviously you're guaranteed, even the hospitality tickets. I mean, even if you were to go that route and you do get your hands on them, I mean, that's the key thing here is being guaranteed. And I know, for example, that's why we've invited Fonzo on the podcast so we could talk a little bit about his experience. And Fonzo, I'm not sure if I think you purchased like some hospitality tickets in the past, but I'm not sure if I remember you mentioning that you had to scramble around to get tickets to go to a different game, or what was that experience like?
So the first World Cup we went to, it's been my dad, my brother, and myself. We've gone, South Africa, Brazil, and then Russia. When we went to South Africa, we hired a travel agent. My mom knew this travel agent that she had worked with in the past, so we went through a travel agent. She helped us get tickets, and the resale value on them for the tickets. I think the opening game, Mexico versus South Africa, the resale value on that was ridiculous, and we were not Category 1, and we were up in the nosebleeds. You know, you could barely see the because that was, I think was the biggest stadium at the time. I think it was bigger than Azteca. But you know, like I said, the resale value was crazy on it. I think it's like $800 that we paid just for those tickets each. And then, you know, we went to we had a second game that through them as well, Mexico versus France, and the last game, who did they play last in 2010? And I can't even remember, but yeah. So then, you know, fast forward 4 years, and it was like, man, you know, that was a lot of money that we spent on these tickets. Let's see if we could do it ourselves. You know, let's go through the different ticket agencies, the third-party ticket agencies, and see what we can do. You know, the first game of Cameroon versus Mexico, I think we paid about $400 each ticket, which is still pretty pricey. But I mean, you're going to the World Cup, so like Serge says, I don't want to get there empty-handed and try to look for them.
Now, did you get them through a reseller? How did you get?
We got them through a reseller. We applied for
The lottery.
For the lottery. We didn't do it in 2010. We just did but in 2014 we did the lottery. 2018, at first we were like, well, let's try the lottery. And then the tickets became available for the hospitality because we didn't have the hospitality tickets right away. If I'm correct, right, Serge?
You were one of the last ones. Like I think we barely got you in, and I had to make some phone calls to see if we can get you a hospitality ticket.
Yeah, and so we ended up we didn't get the lottery tickets, and we're like, oh man, this is 3 times, and I was like, we spent all this money in the past, and let's do this hospitality ticket because you're paying a premium price for a premium ticket, lower level. Guaranteed, yeah, like you said, and it's lower level, and it's not, and you talk about it, and you talk about like this pristine, but it really is. The Korea versus Mexico game, I think we were in the 14th row or something, just off of the half-yard line, and then for the Sweden Mexico game, we were in the 7th row, about the goalkeep box, so we were really close. And not only that, but like there's all sorts of food, you got to eat. The people who like to drink, there's plenty of drinks. If you don't, there's other options. Coca-Cola's a huge sponsor, so there's obviously a lot of soda.
A lot of sugar.
Yeah, a lot of sugar. But no, there's so much. You get a little welcome package. You get straight to your seat. There's no waiting in line. There's a separate line for everybody, and you get in a lot quicker. And it was just a really good time. Here's the picture of me and my dad. We're making the different colored jerseys. We make the flag. My dad and my brother. And the middle picture is us at the Sweden game, and we're about 7 rows up. Right in front.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then this other one with the Chucky hat. This is the Korea game, and you see we're right about the half yard line, and we're about like 14th, 15th row. The other thing that Serge talked about was the fan IDs. You can see us wearing them here, and it was with that fan ID. They scanned it and they knew automatically. Oh, this guy has a premium ticket. He doesn't have to wait in line. Straight through. Like I said, you get some swag. They give you they gave you glasses. They gave you a bag and other little stuff I can't remember. But it's definitely worth it. If you want to go to the game and you're having doubts about it, whether it's going to be good or not, and you have the money to spend, or you can save up the money, you should definitely do that. I think it was probably the best experience I've had. Going in, like I said, without any hassle, no worries. Got in, no problem. Close. Got to see the action. It was awesome. I loved it.
Dude, that is so awesome. So you've been to 3 World Cups. Were you able to chance to go get to the one here in the U.S. in '94?
No, no. We come from not a very we grew up not very well off. So
No, but
so I
that's
don't want to say poor because I mean we were, but it's you start. I don't know. I just don't like to say that.
We just didn't have the means. Yeah.
We didn't have the means.
Do we all grow up that way though, man? I think
Yeah.
like at that time you don't know it, right? 'Cause you're happy. Like we were like, I didn't
Yeah.
realize
I
that.
remember watching it in my TV, dude, and it kept hitting it because the antenna would go out, right? I mean, we all can remember that.
No,
But
yeah,
I
no.
want to point out something that Alfonso said that caught my attention. That was pretty cool. Like the ticket for South Africa was like $800, and he was nosebleed, right? So if you do the hospitality package, correct me if I'm wrong, folks, you paid like I want to say like $2,800, right, for your packages.
Well, because it was two packages. My brother opted out. He's all like, I'm not paying that. I'm not gonna do it. And I was like, well, I'm gonna buy mine and my dad's. So yeah, I paid $2,800, I think, for the game tickets for me and my dad. And I think it rounded up to about $600 a ticket.
Yeah. So think about it, man. You paid about $600 a ticket. When Mexico drew Germany, tickets for that game in the nosebleed, from what I could see, were like $1,200 to $1,500.
Oh yeah.
And Mexico is never a group head, right? Like usually never a group head. So if there's eight groups, Mexico will probably get drawn into at least one game out of those three against a big national team, against the Germanys, against against the Brazils or whatever. So
France, Italy,
at least
Argentina.
one really good game.
And there's another thing I want to bring up. Just the fact that you're bringing that up. When we went to Brazil, it was so hard to get tickets to the Mexico-Brazil game. Even through the scalpers, like you said, the tickets were ridiculous. I mean, like $1,500, $2,000, and we're like, oh man, what are we gonna do? You know what? Let's just go. Let's go to Fortaleza. Let's see what we can figure out. Luckily I made friends with the ticket scalper, and as the game was kicking off, I ran into that ticket scalper again. He's like, hey man, I got a couple tickets that I haven't that I didn't get to sell. Are you interested? I was like, how much? He's like, $500. Fuck it, boom, did it. And me. We went in. The all had there was probably like 10 minutes already into the game, but we went in and we're in nosebleeds. I sent Z a picture, but we're in the nosebleeds as well. $500 in the nosebleeds. Last minute, it was hectic, and we're like, damn man, but pulling out $2,000 per ticket, it's insane. I couldn't justify those means, so we were trying to figure it out. And it was lucky.
And that goes back to the same discussion, right, man? $600, $800 today per ticket seems like a lot, but it's worse when you're there trying to find whatever you can find.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it just gets nuts.
And the risk and the actual risk, like, is it real? Is it not real?
Right.
I mean, I think that peace of mind. That's the biggest thing. Is it real? Am I getting scammed? That, to me, I think that's the biggest. That's the biggest piece of it. You know what I mean? And it's a piece of history.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong. You leave with your tickets in hand, right, and your FIFA ID.
Oh yeah, you get a nice little package. It comes in the mail, all gift wrapped and beautiful, and you have those in hand.
Dude, that to me, that peace of mind, like Rich said, like man, that helps me sleep at night because you're spending money, man, and it's crazy. Like I would hate to do it.
This is one of my favorite pictures, though. The little Mexican flag in the midst of all that Brazil yellow.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome.
It's kind of like, I remember Serg. Hats off to Serg for putting all this stuff together as well for everybody. But like the Mexico US game in Mexico City, I know that we had a lot of people say, oh man, $80. I think it was $80 per ticket, if I'm not mistaken. Was it?
It was 100, wasn't it?
125, I think, yeah.
But people are like, my God, it's so expensive. But I'm like, okay, that's great. Go to the game if you can. We'll see you there, whatever. But the fact that you're guaranteed and free drinks and food, for me, the drinks alone, you know what I mean? And they were bringing you the cups, like the glass is like this freaking big, right? And
I was looking for his.
Yeah, I think I have mine up there somewhere.
I have a big stack like that because those are the ones I drank, and I'm like, that's a lot, dude.
Not only that, they stopped serving at halftime in the stadium.
Yeah.
For us, they kept serving all the way to the end of the game.
An hour after the game.
Well, an hour.
No,
Yeah.
1 hour after the game, they kept some. They
Oh,
kept,
yeah.
Not even
Well,
saying they were
dude,
bringing it free.
I love that experience so much. When we went to go see El Clásico, Alfonso, the most recent one, dude. We had the same seats again, dude.
Yeah.
We have to get those seats again, dude. And again, it was the same experience.
Yeah, and and like you're saying, a lot of people complain that it's $100, but yeah, because they're like, oh, in Mexico I could get the tickets for like $20 and I'll sit wherever. But yeah, you pay $20, but you don't get that luxury. You don't get that.
And there's nothing wrong with those $20 tickets.
No, there isn't.
There's nothing wrong. But I guarantee you this. I was just talking about it yesterday. We were watching the D-backs Dodgers. And I'm like, fuck, we'd be at the game right now, and I'd be like 250 deep already, and in like the 6th inning. You know what I'm saying? Because of drinks, and I mean we've been to games, so we know how it gets, right?
Yeah.
Like I can't go to every single baseball game or basketball game, dude. I'll go broke. And so like you're doing something like this, you think $125, you're like, man, that's a lot, but just the concessions alone. And the fact that you had a couple of perks on there too on top. I mean, it's totally worth it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and man, like at the end of the day, like you said, you'll easily spend that in drinks. I mean, in a heartbeat. And the fact that we didn't have to get up, we sat there, and like the waitress came by. She goes, "What do you guys want?" And they bring everything to us. We didn't miss a single part of the game to go get drinks, to go get cokes. So lives, I need another drink, right? I mean, can you imagine getting up every like 20 minutes to go get another drink?
And those lines were fucking ridiculous, dude. I remember Tony was saying they were bringing food in, right? And somebody down the end ordered a hamburger, and Tony was taking the hamburger, and he was fucking. The hamburger would never make it down, man. Tony was bunching shit.
That was old Tony. New Tony.
That's old Tony.
Yeah. So really quick, dude. I mean, that's one of the things, right? It's one of a lifetime experience. Like I understand, I haven't been to World Cup myself, and I'm, you know what, Fonzo, I think this is the one I'm gonna go with you, dude. We're gonna go. I'm gonna join the trio.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I'm gonna join the trio, dude. You're gonna see it's gonna be the flag there. I'm gonna be the águila in the middle going.
I've got faith. I've got faith.
This will be my first World Cup too, man. I mean, I went to '94. Like I went to like 1 or 2 games in '94, but this will be my first World Cup. So I started saving already. Like we started putting money away, and
The cool thing, guys, is
I don't need out, and I tell myself because that money's gonna go into my World Cup account.
Yeah, I already got the thumbs up, and I already started kind of the plan, and I already went to my CFO at the house. I said, all right, here's my plan. So what I'm gonna put aside. It's like, and I'm not gonna be alone. I'm gonna hitch a ride with Fonzo, even though he doesn't know yet. I'm gonna jump in. He doesn't even know I'm gonna join him. I'm already gonna be in a suitcase. I'm already there. We're good.
And you hit the nail right on the head. And I want to point this out. One of the most scariest things that you could do is obviously visit a different country. Obviously, a different country that has different customs and foods and whatnot, and how the whole process works. Dude, if I'm going to this World Cup, but I feel so comfortable because Fonzo's been to 4 of them. Jaime has been to some. There's so many of our members have been out there already, and they know the routine. So I'm gonna be like, cool. I'm going with them. I know the deal. I know what to look for, know what not to look for, and whatnot. And that there, like it just gives you peace. It just gives you peace of mind, dude. So to me, I think on top of everything else, you're going with everybody you're going with people who have that experience. So this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
You know the deal, even when we travel here in the U.S. and you feel comfortable because it's the U.S., you're still with people that are good people, and we look after each other, right? So like that to me means a lot. I'm seeing the names on the list, so I get to see who's already signed up. Everyone's awesome. Like everyone has, most of them have traveled with us to different games here in the U.S. They're all really cool people. So I think if you sign up, you'll be really, really excited to go.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think the example that comes to mind, if we watch each other's back, I mean, for me, I think of Pedro from Austin, dude. We watch his back all the time. We got to watch his back. That guy, you don't even know what he's gonna do.
No, and to bring up Rich's point, it is when we travel to Mexico City, there's sometimes people will drink a little too much, and people tend to, but there's always somebody out looking out for you. People in many different instances where not necessarily me or you or whoever, but you hear the stories of like, oh, this person took care of me or that person took care of me. I wasn't in the right mind and even and forget all that, but even to be comfortable when just to be around the people, you have each other's back regardless. We went out to eat together. We went and explored sightseeing together. We went to the game together. We shared a Uber ride. We took care of each other. We didn't leave anybody behind and stuff like that. And it just makes it that much more comforting and special. David from Phoenix pretty much traveled with me and my brother and my dad once we got to Moscow. After Moscow, he was with us through Rostov and Yekaterinburg. He ended up going on his own with some other people that we met throughout the trip to the I think to the Brazil game. We ended up coming home, but it was awesome. We all made sure that we were throughout the whole trip. We all took care of each other. We called each other. Hey, we're gonna do this. Hey, I'm gonna do that. Would you care to come? We're gonna get extra food, extra this. It's just a very overall comforting experience to have somebody there with you.
Yeah, you're not alone. Yeah, you definitely have somebody.
David signed up already too, man. So he'll be there next World Cup as well.
Awesome.
Nice. Well, cool, man. Well, dude, I'm excited. We look forward to a couple years and see about, and again, have some more stories to talk about in the next podcasts and talk about those experiences, and maybe all four of us can get back together after that and talk about us what we experienced.
I can't wait. Like I'd love to hang out with you guys again sooner than later. This COVID thing is killing me. I haven't seen Rich. I used to see him like every other week, and I haven't seen him in like 5 months.
And he works right down the street. Like you literally work like what? Like not even 10 minutes. Like 7
that's
minutes.
what I'm saying. Like before the whole COVID thing, I used to see you like every other week.
Yeah.
Like we even if it wasn't like we'd catch up and just talk in the parking lot for a couple minutes or whatever.
Como novios.
Yeah. Showing them your butterfly tattoo. I got you.
Wasn't there a novela called Amor Prohibido?
Maybe.
There we go.
Rosa Salvaje.
This is 20.
People would actually pass by and be like, "Oh, they shouldn't be together. They're in the parking lot. They should not be."
I think the novela that I'm thinking about for them is La Reina del Sur would be in Rich because he's from South Phoenix. So.
South Phoenix. Yeah, that would work.
La Reina del Sur. All right, guys. Well, we're at time. We can spend a lot of time talking about what's up to come, but we're looking forward to season 3 of VS Podcast. Looking forward to booking and having more of our members join us, but also some other members around the football community. So we're definitely working hard to try to get some more. If you're interested in joining the pod, just reach out to Rich, myself, even Serg. Hey, reach out to Alfonso too. Why not? Let them know, and they can connect us, and we can let you know to join us. But always wrap up with final thoughts or any final shout outs. So we'll start off with Alfonso, since he's our guest we haven't seen in a while. So Alfonso, any final shout outs, thoughts?
Always shout out to my PVA Phoenix, all the work they do, even throughout this time, everybody's still keeping in contact. I want to give a shout out to them. I want to give a shout out to Rich, obviously Serg, you, everybody who's been on. There's a lot of people that have been on that have been longtime members. I decided to put this shirt on. It's our first shirt, and there's quite a few people that are still part of the battalion that started off from day one, and much respect for everybody. Keep doing what you're doing.
Cool, thank you. Serg.
See, dude, just want to give a shout out to you first of all, man. Thanks for doing the podcast. Congratulations on the second season, amazing. I can't wait to see which guests you're bringing on for season 3. There might be some surprises from what I'm hearing, so that'll be really, really cool for everybody to stay tuned and to catch up between now and then on all the episodes, right? So go ahead and do that. Rich, Alfonso, man, love you guys. I've known you guys for ever, now. So we're practically brothers. So the three of you, thank you so much. And then the last thing is, if you're really interested in going to the World Cup and you're just not sure, I recommend you at least reserve your deposit and book that and hold on to that for a while. That's the only deposit we require for now. You won't be required to put anything down later until we know the full pricing. And that should be later in 2021, but that gives you some time to at least analyze whether or not you can go, whether you want to go, and whether the package is what really is good for you. But get on it. Don't let that opportunity slide by, because truly, this is my first World Cup, and I just know that I've got to go the hospitality ticket route to guarantee all 3 Mexico games, because I want to be in all 3 Mexico games. So sign up, do it. Shoot me an email or a message if you have any questions.
Excellent. Thank you. All right, Rich.
Awesome. No, man, thank you guys very much. Again, Alfonso jumping in, Serg for doing a lot of the work on the World Cup packages. I know that it's going to be super, super awesome time. One thing that I wanted to point out was, well, I'll bring it up in the next podcast. Let's put it that way.
Ooh.
Oh, that's like
it's suspense.
Another
a teaser?
Another thing before I forget, I'm going to start a petition to bring back at least the original PVA scarves. I don't have any of them. The original ones that
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Oh, I was there when Fonzo lost his, or he didn't lose his. He traded it with some U.S. fan back in Columbus, dude. I remember how much that hurt, dude. I was like, dude, I can't believe he did that.
See, look at that one right there. That's the first one.
I don't have that one. That's the first one.
Oh, that's the first one. You had the other one. Okay.
Yeah. No, I had like the second or third edition. The Siempre Contigo.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, there's some. Sir, do you remember how many scarves we have? Or we produced?
Oh man, I have no idea, bro. Like, I'd have to go back and look at all of them. I have all the records and files and stuff, but yeah, I'll go back and look.
So you want the petition to get it back, then not for like a limited time, dude. I'll jump on that one.
Yeah, I'll sign that petition.
Dude.
It even had the bullet holes and everything, dude.
Oh, dude, that one's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, that's that one, the Batalla de las Rosas.
That one.
Cup, dude, the World Cup one with the names on it. Remember that one? Dude, I mean, there's so many.
I don't remember that one.
The one with the World Cup? Well, you were at the World Cup, so that's why you didn't get one. No, it's this one. This one, see?
Oh, nice.
The players.
Right?
So,
yeah, that one right there. I like that one. That's one I have.
I don't have any in here.
See, so again, I've always said to myself, I'm gonna save them, and then I end up giving them away.
Do you have any of the Phoenix ones?
Yes, I've got one.
Oh, okay.
One left. I'm not getting rid of that one. my scarf collection it's at 2.
Dwindling, dude.
We do the same thing. We walk around with our scarf, and then someone says, "I like it" or whatever, and you're like, "Oh, here you go." You get into the mood, and
yeah, it's like switching your jersey with the players, and that's kind of where they got me when we went to the Mexico-U.S. game in Columbus.
Yeah,
and I cherish that scarf because I've taken it with me everywhere. I took it with me to watch the Euro final in the 16, and I was like, hell yeah, this is my everywhere scarf. And then the guy's like, oh, come on, man. It's like switching the jerseys. I was like, but he's like, you could do it. And I was like, oh, fine.
You know what sucks is that it's a U.S. scarf, right? Like, who wants that? And then it's not the best quality, too. Like, you look at them, you compare them, you're like, dude, I'm like, this is like, this is like,
I don't know why. Z, why didn't you stop me? Put your hand up. No.
You got scammed.
I got scared, dude. I got scared.
You got hold.
I was like, dude, we're not gonna survive. Give him the scarf. Let's run.
They just lost. Hurry, let's get out of here.
I know.
We're mad about the loss.
All right. Well, for me, again, thank you guys for joining. I can't wait. This is going to be exciting. I look forward to when we go to the World Cup. We're going to come back with tattoos. Serg, I'm sorry. Tell your wife. Make an excuse. Say you had a lot to drink. I don't know. You got drugged. We're going to come back with tattoos. That's my dream. And it's going to happen. So, Serg, be ready. And then, with everything else as well, I know that, again, it is a luxury. It is something that, some of us are able to do this, but the folks that are not, you know what, that's why we have our members, right? We're going to have the watch parties. We're going to just make it a great event. And, if you're able to make it, that's awesome too. So no matter what, we support Mexico, whether it's in our homes, at bars, in groups, doesn't matter. We follow la selección no matter what. So we look forward to that. And, again, look forward to season 3. So just be on the lookout. I'm still curious about what Rich is going to tell us. I don't know. Is that it? The petition?
No, just next week.
Okay, we'll leave it for next week. All right. With that, thank you guys. We'll see you guys next time.
All right.
Hasta luego.
Bye.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente.
Come
right.
fruta y verduras.
Hasta luego.
What?
Arriba las Chivas.
Ah,
So, Rich, what was it, dude? What were you gonna say?
No, you gotta wait till next week.
Dude, I want to know.
You gotta tune in.
He stopped recording. It's okay.
I know.
I can see right here.
I was gonna leave it as a blooper. We're gonna have Gloria Trevi.
Gloria
Oh.
Trevi.
Gloria Trevi. No, we did. Paulina Rubio. Kat got her a shirt, PVA scarf, and Miss Paulina Rubio. Look at Serg over
Really?
there.
I'm trying to find out if Chivas is winning right now.
They were losing. Santos was winning 1-0.
It's still within reach.
We still got time. Oh, 2-0. God damn it.
Damn it. All right. Damn. All right. Well, I gotta go watch it because I'm the good luck.